Majo John, Ned, and Juanito at Smyrna's Cafe Town in Akumal, Mexico, a humble little pueblo tucked in between the grand city of Playa del Carmen, possibly the most exciting city in Mexico after Mexico City, and Tulum, which is a pretty interesting town also. One source of noise pollution in this little burg is the dump trucks that roll up Main Street over there, go up that way to the jungle, and back down this way. And they are taking gravel to build a road, a big road, a carretera, a highway, next to the Mayan train, the Tren Maya. I think it may be the largest infrastructure program ever in Mexico, building high-speed rail our way to the end of the Yucatan Peninsula, down almost to Veracruz, really connecting this area that's so hard to get to by land. It took me 26 hours and 3 buses by high-speed rail, and also freight. It'll bring a lot of tourism out here. It'll economically be a huge boon for the area. It's been controversial because the route it follows goes over cenotes, which are underground aquifers, beautiful, historic, and great swimming, and also through some Mayan territory that was kind of dubious. But it strikes me as a good thing overall. But those trucks are noisy every day but Sunday. Now, what was I going to talk about? I'm feeling great today, and I know that one of the reasons is I've been here 2 months, finally settled after 4.5 years of travel, and I was road weary. And I have a little row house, a little apartment, 6 blocks in that direction. You make a right there, and it's the edge of the pueblo, an area of the pueblo that was just cleared from jungle 8 years ago. It's kind of rough. I can't picture my middle-class friends from Cozumel strolling down the street to see where I'm living, and they go, "John, what the hell did you do?" But I love it out there. Now, I know that, so that's a lot of the reason I'm happy. I'm deeply embedded with the crew around this coffee shop, which is a very fun crew. Myrna, who runs it, is amazing. Her brother, Marcos, my landlord, they're both Mayan. They both were raised in an indigenous family. Mayan was their first language, and they both speak fluent Spanish, and he speaks really good English also. So wonderful friends. This place rocks many evenings. Very fun crew hangs out here. And they include me, and I missed half of what's going on because it's in Spanish. But I love it. Love it here. Love Akumal. And yesterday I went to the community center, Transformar Educando, which offers free programs primarily for kids. But I pitched 3 free classes I'd like to run there: ecstatic dancing, stress management, and trauma release, which are all specialties of mine as a clinical psychologist, and a series of spiritual talks, the overlap between psychology and spirituality. I'm going to call them talks on ecstatic living, but the title will be, my nickname down here these days is Juanito, which is Johnny, my favorite childhood name. And I'm going to call and the word for speak in Spanish is habla. So I'm calling those talks Juanito habla, blah, 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 as a way of indicating I don't take myself seriously. And they're pretty interested. I think they're going to happen. And I said, can we advertise it to the whole community? They have a newsletter and a Facebook page with some reach in the community, but I'd like to post it on the local Facebook pages, hit the resort people also, and put up posters. And they said, we'll help you with that. We'll put your picture on it. So heading for January. But that's a real breakthrough for me. And even though those programs are free, they could lead to paid work in the resorts. And I asked them, can I let people know I will do private sessions on a sliding scale from 10 pesos, like nothing, to more if you can afford it? They said, that would be a first. We'll consider that. And they might decide that's okay. So I'm feeling awesome today. And two signs when I'm feeling good. One is that my sense of humor, which is pretty good. I grew up in Chicago and actually took improv training through Second City, which was the pipeline for Saturday Night Live. Uh, and I'm a funny guy at my best. So if my sense of humor is rocking and if I'm feeling confident speaking Spanish, which is 20 months in Mexico, it's a lot better. I sure haven't done an immersion class or anything, but most of my time in Mexico, I've been in places where there are no Americans and I've had to speak Spanish. So that's an immersion. So next to the coffee shop is Lupita's Guevara Estetica. She's a barberia. And she's maybe the most beautiful woman in this town. And yesterday I said to her, I'm having a housewarming party. And she always speaks Spanish. I want you to come to my housewarming party. Can I get your Facebook address? Because I'm putting together a Facebook group for the party. And she happily gave me her Facebook so now I can stalk her. Oh, there's that evil laugh. But I'm pretty crazy about Lupita. But half the men in this town file through her barbershop. And Mexican men really take pride in their hair. They really take very sharp hair. So I was standing over there having a smoke, and a guy comes out of the barbershop, and I just said, he got on his motorcycle over there. I said, su pelo mira muy bonito, muy bueno. Your hair looks great. And he says he was happy. It's risky engaging a Mexican you don't know because they want privacy a lot. They're friendly and very ready to engage, but it's always iffy. They might just want to be in their own space. But he liked that. Then I said, Lupita, Primer Barberia in todo Mexico. So she's the best barber in all of Mexico. We both had a good laugh. And that was fun. Yeah. So it's a good day for me.